Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hi, my dears. How are you? I hope you are well. I am also well, and you know very well that what's yoga. This question is being answered in all the series from the first lecture to second lecture to third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, etc. All the lectures we are discussing just one question, that what's yoga and what's yoga. So first answer we got that discipline is yoga, and the second aphorism we got that the stoppage of the thought waves in the mind stop is yoga, and we knew all about the categories of the chitta, or the categories of the psyche, and the basis of that we knew all the significance and all the characteristic of the persons, and later we understood that the skill is yoga, and later we understood that equanimity is yoga, and all these are governed by one definition that is given by sage Patanjali, that's yoga is discipline and discipline is yoga. So without discipline, no yoga. Yoga means unity. Unity means in material level, whatever target, whatever goal you have decided for your life to achieve, that is when you achieve that, so that's yoga. Yoga means join, means you and your target join to each other. That's yoga. And spiritually, when anyone meditates, and at last he attains the blissfulness, and he attains his spiritual purpose. So whether that is spiritual purpose or the material purpose, both the purpose both the purposes require the skilled person. For the enlightenment, you must be a skilled person. For the material purpose, to be a successful person, also you need to be a skilled person. Likewise, equanimity means equality. Equality means the balance. Equanimity means balance. So balance the state of mind is a must for both the achievements, whether that is spiritual or the material. Now again we are going to discuss another answer of the same question, what's yoga. So there is another aphorism in the treatise of great says Maharishi Patanjali, that answers that what's yoga. So tapah swadhyayeshwar pranidhanani kriya yoga. Now he he tries to tell us that without action, or without the process, without the effort, without the exercise, without the hard work, it's not possible to attain anything in the world. It is therefore he uses the word Kriya Yoga, otherwise he could use just yoga also, but no. So there are three words. If we understand the whole aphorism properly, then we can find out the proper meaning and the utility for ourselves. So, tapa hai first word, swadhyaya is the second word, Ishwar Pradhan, Ishwar is just third, and Pranidhan the fourth. So, this aphorism contains four words. And if we understand the meaning and the motive of these four words, then we can make out the complete meaning, and we can correlate with the previous definitions given by the sages himself, uh, in his treatise Yoga Sutram. So here, this is the for a spiritual purpose that if you want to attain the Godhead, if you want to attain the ultimate reality, if you want to the state of consciousness, so if you want to the transcendence, if you want to realize the ultimate reality, so that ultimate reality is known as a Krishna consciousness, Buddha consciousness, Kabira consciousness, Guru Nanak Dev consciousness, Meera consciousness. So that is the actually cosmic consciousness, and that is the transcendental state of the practitioner. So now the question is this: how to attain this consciousness that we are talking much more enlightenment and realization. So to realize the ultimate reality, what is the way? What's the process? So Patanjali, the great sage, an authentic person of yoga, he wants to tell us that tapa, the austerity, ascetic life, assiduous life, hard-working spirit, tapa, swadhyaya, scriptural study. If you want to be a good businessman, so you need to study the scriptures related to your business. If you want to realize ultimate reality, then you need to study the scriptures related to your purpose of realization and enlightenment. It is therefore swadhyaya, the word is given, the self study, the scriptural study, and to know all about the purpose and the process. So, tapah, swadhyaya, Ishwar, God, pranidhan, surrender. So there are three eligibilities. There are three qualities in a meditator, that he must be austere first of all. Then he must, because without austerity, nobody can be an no, nobody can be a studious person, because to study the books is not so easy and nobody likes to study. It's very boring. So tapa, austerity, without austere, without being an austere person, nobody can go to a scriptural study. Okay, you are austere, you have completed your scriptural study, you have know all about the scriptures and the matter or the subject or the purpose of life, everything else. But now, if you are an egoist person, then also it is impossible almost. So the fourth word is given here, pranidhanani, surrender, surrender to God, to give up everything to God. So these are the four qualities of a meditator, of a spiritual practitioner, that he requires. So without this eligibility, it's not possible to go ahead. Not only the spiritual purpose of the life, but also in the material purposes also of the life. Totally impossible. So तपः स्वाध्यायेश्वर प्रणिधानानि क्रिया yoga है. This is the kriya yoga. Yoga, yoga means unity with divinity, but it is not possible without the process. It is therefore he uses the word kriya yoga. So kriya yoga word is very popular. It is popularized by great sage and monk Yogananda also. Kriya yoga, and Maharshi Patanjali uses this word in his aphorism. What's Kriya Yoga? So he tells that the combination of austerity, scriptural study, and surrendering to the God. These virtues, these qualities who has, that's the eligible person for the perfection, either for material upliftment, material progress, or the spiritual upliftment or spiritual progress. So this is the point here. Now many words may confuse you, so I would like to clear here that Kriya Yoga, likewise Jnana Yoga, likewise Dhyana Yoga, likewise Karma Yoga, likewise Mantra Yoga, likewise Raja Yoga. There are so many words, they make confusion that, oh, many yogas. But you have to keep in your mind, these are just words, but they are just absorbed within the definition of Kriya Yoga. Why? Because Kriya Yoga is, why the Kriya word is used. Kriya means action, Kriya means exercise, Kriya means activity. It is Sanskrit word, or effort, endeavor. So without endeavor, without effort, without trying, without following the process, it's not possible to attain anything else. It is therefore the word Kriya Yoga is used here, right? So you need not to be confused. Suppose that I take some words to make you more clear as a concept. So I Dhyana Yoga. Dhyan is a Sanskrit word. Dhyan means meditation. So without meditation, because meditation is a tool, and by the practicing meditation, at last the meditator attains. It is therefore it is called Dhyana Yoga. Yoga becomes, unity becomes, but by the dhyan, by the meditation, by the practice of meditation, at last yoga is attained. It is therefore it is known as a Dhyana Yoga. Now Jnana Yoga. Jnana means wisdom also, and Jnana means realization also of the ultimate reality. So to realize the ultimate reality is known as a Jnana or Jnana in Sanskrit. So Jnana Yoga, why it is called Jnana Yoga? Because by the Jnana, by the wisdom, by the ultimate realization of the ultimate reality, yoga takes place. Yoga becomes unity, unification with the super soul of the souls. It is therefore it is known as a Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga. Okay, now we use another word, Karma Yoga. Karma means action. So in you have to work in the society in a detached spirit, just as a human service, just charity. So you have to just work, and never think about the result of the work, because the result is not in your hand. You have in your hands only the work, so you can do work, and at last the worker, or he, the meditator or the yoga practitioner, because yoga practice or the meditation is also a work in itself, it is also a process in itself. So by this process, at last the meditator or the yoga practitioner attains the yoga, the unity with divinity. It is therefore it is known karma yoga also, right? Like Raj Yoga is also another word, so very confusing. So all the words come within the definition of, the Kriya Yoga. Kriya, action, and then alone attainment of the blissfulness, or the realization of ultimate reality. It is therefore it is known Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga, Raj means kingly, and Raj means confidential also. So this is the king of knowledge. All, if all the knowledges all are the subject, so this wisdom or this knowledge to attain the spiritual upliftment is, it is known as a Raj, kingly. If you know this kingly wisdom and kingly information and kingly practice, then alone you attain yoga, means you attain the blissfulness, you attain divinity, and everything else, whether that material world or the spiritual world. So there are so many other words. You need not to be confused, because you know one word I am telling you more. Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga is also very popular word. Hatha means obstination. You know, obstination in English word. Obstinate person or obstination means crazy to do something. So Hatha Yoga, when you become crazy to do something, no, I have to attain, I have to attain supernatural powers, I have to attain all those mystic powers. So when you become crazy and you give up your laziness, so it is better to be crazy rather than lazy. So Hatha Yoga means a crazy yoga. Crazy yoga means very obstinate and very possessive to know all about this. And a lazy person cannot do this. So wake up early morning and practices. So it is therefore Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga means unity with divinity because of obstination, because of determination, because of an adamant approach to practice. So it is therefore it is known Hatha Yoga. At last, that also gives you the yoga. Yoga means unity with divinity. It's right. So you need not to be confused with any other word. Wherever any word you find, you must understand that this is nothing, it is just a synonym of Kriya Yoga. And Kriya Yoga is a synonym of yoga. So everything is near about yoga. Nothing is beyond yoga and nothing is below yoga. So everything is yoga. To understand all the aspects of the yoga, all the words we have to know properly, and we need not to be confused with any word. Yoga is discipline and discipline is yoga, and that discipline's purpose is to purify chitta in order to clean our chitta, in order to ignite the spiritual quest and spiritual capacity in ourselves, and then alone attain the perfection of the practice and the perfection of yoga. And yoga is uh, already the perfection in itself. So the realization of ultimate reality is yoga, and that is attained here. So at last you subscribe the channel and like and also to comment, it will be nice. So thank you very much for today, and I will discuss another subject here uh, for all of you to explain the matter. So Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.